CBT is often hailed as a go-to treatment for trauma. It's true, CBT can be incredibly helpful for some, but let's not kid ourselves. It's not some magical cure for everyone. Imagine trying to fix a shattered vase with just glue and glitter. You might hold it together, but the cracks remain. Trauma can be like that vase, and CBT, well, it's not always enough. CBT operates on the foundational idea that our thoughts have a significant influence on our feelings and behaviours. By identifying and challenging negative thought patterns, CBT aims to help individuals develop healthier ways of thinking. It encourages us to confront and change these negative thought patterns, promoting a more positive outlook on life. This method can be incredibly effective for addressing issues like anxiety and depression, where distorted thinking plays a major role. For many, this approach works wonders, providing relief and a sense of control over their mental health. However, when it comes to trauma, the situation becomes more complex. Trauma is a whole different beast. It burrows deep into our psyche, affecting our core beliefs about ourselves and the world around us. The impact of trauma can be profound and long-lasting, often requiring more than just cognitive restructuring. Trauma can alter our very sense of self and our perception of safety. It creates wounds that are not easily healed by simply changing our thoughts. CBT's focus on thoughts can sometimes feel like putting a band-aid on a bullet wound. While CBT might address the surface issues, the deeper, more ingrained damage often remains untouched. This is why it's crucial to recognize the limitations of CBT and consider additional therapeutic approaches when dealing with trauma. Understanding these limitations allows for a more comprehensive approach to mental health, ensuring that individuals receive the care and support they truly need to heal and thrive. Certain types of trauma, particularly complex trauma, present significant hurdles for CBT. These are not just single, isolated incidents, but rather prolonged or repeated exposure to traumatic events. We're talking about experiences like childhood abuse, domestic violence, or long-term bullying. These events can shape a person's entire worldview and sense of self. These experiences can leave us with deep-seated feelings of shame, worthlessness, and a fundamental distrust in others. The emotional scars run deep, often affecting every aspect of life. CBT, with its emphasis on rational thought, might struggle to penetrate these deeply ingrained beliefs. It's not just about changing thoughts, it's about healing deep emotional wounds. It's like trying to reason with a terrified animal. Logic takes a back seat when survival instincts kick in. The brain's primary focus becomes survival, making it difficult to engage in rational thinking. Therefore, addressing complex trauma often requires a more nuanced approach, integrating emotional and somatic therapies alongside CBT to truly foster healing and recovery. Let's be honest, CBT can initially feel a bit superficial. The emphasis on identifying and challenging negative thoughts might seem simplistic when facing the overwhelming reality of trauma. It's like telling someone who's drowning to just swim harder. However, it's crucial to remember that CBT is more than just positive thinking. It's about gradually rewiring our brains, building coping mechanisms, and developing healthier ways of responding to triggers. Even though CBT might not be a cure-all for trauma, giving it a shot isn't a bad idea. It encourages individuals to challenge and change unhelpful cognitive distortions and behaviors, improve emotional regulation, and develop personal coping strategies that target solving current problems. Think of it as a tool in a toolbox. Just like a toolkit has different tools for different tasks, CBT offers various techniques to address specific issues. These techniques can range from cognitive restructuring, which helps in identifying and challenging negative thought patterns, to behavioral activation, which encourages engagement in activities that bring pleasure or a sense of accomplishment. It might not be the right tool for every job, but it can be incredibly effective for some. For instance, CBT has been shown to be particularly beneficial for anxiety disorders, depression, and PTSD. By learning to recognize and alter destructive thought patterns, individuals can gain a sense of control over their mental health. CBT can provide valuable coping strategies, help manage overwhelming emotions, and improve day-to-day functioning. It empowers individuals to take an active role in their recovery process, promoting self-awareness and resilience. With consistent practice, these strategies can become second nature, offering long-term benefits. It's about taking small steps, building resilience, and gradually reclaiming your life. Each small victory builds upon the last, creating a foundation of strength and confidence. Over time, these incremental changes can lead to significant improvements in overall well-being. If you find that CBT isn't quite hitting the mark, don't despair. There's a whole world of therapeutic approaches out there, each with its own strengths and limitations. Trauma-focused therapies like eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, EMDR, or somatic experiencing, dive deeper into the body's response to trauma. These therapies can help process traumatic memories, release trapped energy, and foster a sense of safety and grounding. Remember, healing from trauma is not a one-size-fits-all journey. It's about finding what works best for you, and that might involve trying different approaches, combining therapies, or even stepping outside the traditional therapy box altogether. Be patient with yourself, listen to your needs, and don't be afraid to advocate for the support that feels right for you.